tell me can't good. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So yeah, we're gonna be doing my third place deck profile. I'm here with my boy from Rush Hour, Sizzle. Sizzle, say what's up.
Hello.
But yeah, I just got third place with Hero Frogs. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the exact same deck, card for card main deck that I used when I won in YCS Indianapolis. I didn't change a single card. I'm still going to go through it for people who maybe haven't seen that. But literally, I did not change a single card at the main deck. For one, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Two, I didn't test for this event at all. Right there is the guy I live with, OG. Shout out to OG. So OG knows because we usually play test. We didn't play test a single. I didn't play test with him at all, and I didn't play test with anyone for this event. So I said, if I'm going to not play test, I have to just play what I know. And this is like my best deck, obviously. So I just ran the list back to back. I feel like I could have won this event too. I'll talk about that later. But to get a deck profile, let me just go ahead. So it's 3 Substitute, 2 Swap Frog. I'm still on 2 Swap Frog and Hero Frogs. I play Future Fusion still, so I don't see a point to play 3 Swap Frogs. I only play 4 Monarchs. I don't need to open up a Swap Frog every game. 2 Treeborn Frog. We got the 2 Dupe Frogs. We got the 1 Uni Frog. So that's the frog package. That's all the frogs. 3 Ulti Caius.
Oh, you gotta flex like that, huh?
1 Ulti First Riser. Yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Yeah, 1 Ulti Riser. So yeah, we're playing the 4 Monarchs. Again, did not change the Monarch package at all. I know some people like to play more. I actually think it's incorrect to play 3 of these.
Oh.
I know that there's the popular build that plays 3 of this and malicious. I actually don't like it at all. I just don't want my hand clogged with normal summons, and it happens very often in this deck where you just have too many normal summons. I'd rather play utility cards like Econ and Soul Exchange, which those decks do not play. 1 Stratos, 1 Alias, 1 Ocean, 1 Infernal Prodigy, 1 Malicious Edge. So that's the hero package. I still think this is the best hero package until somebody proves me otherwise, but like right now, I still think that this utility is insane. The builds that play just 1 Ocean and double Malicious, when they summon Stratos, their choice is literally binary. It's either Malicious or Ocean, and there's nothing else. When I summon Stratos, I have 4 different options, and they're all very relevant depending on the game state. I won so many games this weekend by going summon Stratos, search Alias, and going to beatdown mode when my opponent's just like kind of dirtling.
You beat GBs like that, right?
I did. I beat a lot of people like that. Honestly, I beat a couple value players. I beat a Twilight. I beat Jason Chef Taku. He can tell you, I went in straight beatdown mode against him because he went Dushu. He took away my only frog, and then I went Ecall for Stratos, summon get Alias. I could tell that his hand was kind of weak, and I just started attacking with Stratos and Alias. So I go into beatdown mode a lot with this deck. And whenever you don't have Treeborn access, searching out this guy is insanely important because it combos with Substitute if you draw it, and it combos with if you already have a Monarch. It also combos with him. I did this one time where I drew a card off of this on the end phase because you special.
That's such a good combo. I feel like it's actually like crazy.
Yeah, if you have one in your hand, you just search the other. Like Summon Stratos, search whatever piece you're missing, and then you get a free draw to correct your hand. So this came up. This also just beats over Armor Master. That's fake. It beats over Stardust Dragon. It beats over all the Monarchs. It tramples for game. My opponent
gets over Rug. Dude, I hate that card.
Rug. My opponent had a Spirit Reaper in defense mode, and I literally started trampling over it until he had the Black Rose 5 of his cards. So so that's the hero package.
That's insane.
Then we got the defense, so Gores and Battle Fader still play 1 of each. This card is insane to me, and so Gores is, we don't have to talk about it, but like, I think that you need to play at least 1 copy of this card. It catches people off guard. A lot of people still go for game against me, and you have to, I understand. But like when you go for game and you fail to take the head, you just lose. And so this card is just broken for that. I also feel so comfortable when I draw this.
Against all the tier non-oppression DDV decks, this card is just a god card in my opinion.
I did this against GBs, and he contact and popped my field, and I was just like, all right. He's like, attack. I'm like, Battle Fader. Next turn, I just Caiused him, and he just lost. So yeah, Fader's nice. 1 Drunk Synchron and 1 Dandelion. This we don't have to talk about. This card's broken, you know that. Dandelion, I think this card's also broken now. Guy went return against me, brought out 5 monsters, and I was like, all right, Raigeki break 1 of them, and then I got 2 tokens, so now he couldn't possibly kill me, and he just like had the pass with all the monsters getting banished. Because I had like Treeborn, Stratos, and I Raigeki break and popped the monster that like he could actually use. And he was stuck with just a bunch of guys that attacked. He attacked over my field, but he couldn't kill me, and he was going to kill me.
Yeah, and he just used his best card.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, 1-for-1 Dandy is insane. Future Fusion Dandy is insane. Using this with the Scar Traps is insane. Sometimes if I open up Substitute, I'll set this turn 1 and pass, see what they do, and then next turn I'll go summon Substitute, tribute this, get 2 tokens and a frog, and then like full combo off. So that's really strong. We do have 3 ulti first miracle fusions.
Okay, we get it.
We got whatever rarity this Rhoda is.
Collector rare.
Yep. 1 E-Call, 1 ulti MST, first edition super rare heavy storm, Ulti Econ, Ulti First Brain Control. I don't know what the best soul exchange is, but I like this one. It looks
Is this
clean.
SD? It's not even a magic card.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be, bro. I probably
It's the starter deck Yugi
I'm
one.
pretty sure I have the max rarity and I just don't know it because I have a
Oh
binder
my.
full of like 8 of these. Whatever this thing is, 1 for 1, like some rarity, I can't tell.
I think it's collector rare.
Yep. Ulti First Future Fusion. And then we'll move on to the traps. So 3 Regeki Break. I'm still a Regeki Break guy over all the other
Whoa!
Star traps.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 super.
Oh,
Regeki
but
Break.
only one's first ed. What's up with that?
Oh wait, they could be first ed. All right,
You have one first
I
ed?
didn't know that. I'll correct it. And then 1 first edition Mirror Force from Metal Raiders.
Oh, it's faded a little.
Yeah, it is faded. I love that though.
Yeah, I
it's
like
so
that too.
vintage. It's 20 years old. It's faded. Dallas Bailey gifted this to me after I went to Indianapolis. So shout out to Dallas Bailey always. Torture Tribute. This is some kind of weird rarity. I don't know. I'm a boomer, so like all the cards that come out with these weird rarities that weren't around when I quit in 2017, I don't know what that is. And then obviously Super Dust Shoot. Get you one. This card's insane. You know, broken. And then we'll move on to the side deck because I like to do side deck. So we got our tokens, Enraged Peacock, and then shout out to Philip Campa, who gifted me these 2 guys that I use on DB whenever I have Dandy tokens or any kind of token really. He made these custom for me. I use these for my Dandelion. I use this for Gores. So we have double Vanity's Fiend. I was siding 3, but then I realized that there's a lot of hate. So I'm siding 3 Dust Rado now instead. So I cut a Vanity's Fiend so that I can side 3 copies of this. Yeah, so that's
Whoa.
So yeah, two are first edition. 1 is not. I'll correct it after this. I wasn't siding 3 originally.
Right.
But yeah, so I gotta figure out what I'm doing. But there's a lot of Masker Restricts right now, and there's a lot of Imperial Iron Wall. I went against that a lot. There's a lot of like skill drain and stuff like that. And I think that with Masker Restrict making a resurgence, this card is just even more important because No Man of Extermination you can't use on Masker Restrict.
Yep.
They can chain it and it will just stay there. So No Man of Extermination is the worst it's ever been right now because of Masker Restrict returning. I actually think that this is the best time for Twister. Every single one of my opponents at some point during the duel had a face-up continuous card. Whether it was Whirlwind, Oppression, Skill Drain, Imperial Iron Wall, Masker Restrict, they always had, in every game 2 and 3, at some point had to deal with a Floodgate card. Even Valhalla, for God's sake. So like, card's insane. Double Crow, I used to side 3 of this, I could only fit 2. Yeah, Crow's first edition, Ulti. Duty Assailant, this is definitely not max rarity.
Yeah.
I was just trying this out this weekend. This card didn't do a single thing at any point. I don't know if I'll continue to side it, but it did make me feel comfortable that my Rhoda could get an out to Vanity's Fiend, out to Christia.
Did that come up? Rotoing? Okay.
Like, I always just attack with it, and then it got like deprisoned or whatever. I set it against the Kaiku, which was sad, in top 4 playoffs. It just didn't do anything. 1 Dark Death Spirit, Hobby League.
Cheating.
Call it what you want, but I love this card.
Kidding.
This is the max rarity of it, so I'm always going to play it. Unless I'm at, like,
it looks so good.
Yeah, it's banned at RBETs, which I think is kind of wild because Konami doesn't even ban this card. Also, like, every time I side this in, I fucking never draw it. No one in this tournament, I played 10 rounds. No one, or actually I played 11 rounds because I'm top 4 playoff. No one can say that I ever drew this against them, so I don't even get the whole like Hobby League nonsense. It's kind of like propaganda.
What do you side this against?
Amaryllis,
Yup.
the mirror match,
Oh.
any kind of recruiter deck like Fairies. So I sided this in quite a lot this weekend because I played against top 4 playoffs was against Hero Frog mirror match. I sided it against him. I played against Fairies in top 8, and they played 6 recruiters as we see from his deck profile. Sided against him, and if I ever play against Amaryllis, this just wipes the it kills Titanium and it wipes all the Amaryllis. So yeah, I do side this against a lot of decks.
Fishborg Frog? Maybe?
Yes. Oh
Okay.
yeah. If I played against any frog deck.
Okay.
Like any frog deck, and also against dragons, because dragons they usually prioritize Quacky Mero Drago
Yeah.
as opposed to prioritizing prime material. So because they normally go Drago, if I live, this card is just wipe it down. Breaker. I'm always going to side this.
That card's broken.
I just love it. This is not like max rarity, I don't think, but it's like some random.
What the
rarity.
hell is
Yeah,
that?
I don't even know. But like this card is MVP as well. It's a good. If you have to sacrifice your normal summon in this deck, it has to be worth it. This card pops Deep Prison, pops Floodgates like Masker Restrict, can get it for some damage. It's a good normal summon. It does something unlike this thing. It doesn't do anything on summon. I like things like this, so I'm not opposed. I like this card. Still side this card. I think that people are tripping. It's still broken. I don't even know what to say. Like you can't respond to it. It's insane in a mirror match. If you play against Hero Beat, it's insane against that.
Diva Hero.
Diva Hero, free, like just free. And honestly, I'm contemplating siding this against oppression decks too going forward, because you can't oppress it. You can't oppress it. And so I could actually see a world where like this is the way we push through oppression going forward, and when people started getting Massacre or Strix, like basically, if you have Massacre or Strix, you have Ploy the Rug and all that, and Oppression, they don't do anything against this card. And I'm starting to realize that in every game, I basically will always bring back Treeborn Frog. With summoning a hero, I play 5 of them, and I don't side them out. So like, I could actually just do this.
Yeah.
And like dealing with a 0 is hard to do.
Yep.
Soul Exchange, second copy. First, Ulti, Karma Cut. I know there's a super one. I don't like supers.
Wait, this Soul Exchange is max rarity?
Oh, this one is?
It's magic. It says magic card.
Oh, see, I told you. I have 8 of these. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
And then 1 Spiritual Water and 1 Deep Prison. So,
yeah, talk about this card.
I sided this in when I went first a lot. I sided this in against decks that keep a big hand, like Frogs, Christia decks, Weissworn decks, Dragon, stuff like that. I didn't see it that often, I'm gonna be honest, but I have played in other tournaments that I topped, like online, and this card literally won me a lot of games, so I'm always gonna side this, I feel like. The 1 Deep Prison, I used to do 2, so I had to make concessions. 1 was perfect. I don't know why I ever decided to go up to 2. 1 is actually so good, like, I never really want to see 2. 1 just catches them off guard enough, it deals with a problem, and then you're back to doing your Treeborn shit.
And you have Mirror Force too.
You have Mirror Force too. I never side out Mirror Force. Like, Mirror Force is always going to be in my deck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Deep Prison, 1 Deep Prison's fine. I do have a super rare copy from the video game, but it's in a Blackwing deck right now. An extra deck, we can just, let's speed through this. So, okay. Extra deck. Army Yard, Catastor, Magical Android. This Junk Warrior that I just got gifted this weekend, I didn't even know that this thing was real. I saw it and I said, can I have this? And Dallas let me have it. It just looks amazing to me, and I don't care what rarity or if it's max or not.
It looks sick.
It just looks, that to me looks insane.
This is one of the better altars.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Doyo, Flamvel, Brio, Black Rose, Stardust, Colossal, Thought Ruler, Gaia, 0, 0, 0. That is the deck. This is my deck box. This was gifted to me by Mana Moon. Shout out to Amanda LaPalm. This deck box is awesome. I got a lot of compliments on this deck box this weekend. So a lot of people were like, that deck box is sick. I love this thing. It is actually one of the coolest looking deck boxes. And I think that's everything. Shout out to the house, as always. Shout out to you, Sizzle, my teammate, who on Rush Hour Podcast. Can't wait to do the next episode with you. It's going to be so fun. We both topped. But both of us making it in the top 8 is like a dream come true. One day we'll probably make it to the finals together. I'm waiting for that day. Shout out to Marcus Hayden, my boy over here. Subscribe to his channel as well. Metaphos. Those two do a podcast, Sizzle and Marcus Hayden. Shout out to Pro Store, my teammate who was here. Shout out to Dallas, as I always say. Shout out to Side Deck for basically hosting these types of things. I think that's pretty much everything. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. I love all of you. Thank you for all the supporters. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We're almost at like 6K. Shout out to everybody on Patreon, Enraged, Frozen Soul, Quest, Austin Cruz, the Day Ones, Xavier, my best friend who gifted me the Max Rarity Frog deck. I think that's everything. I'm like, my brain is fried, sorry.
What? All right, what are you doing with this rescue cat?
So, honestly, I was thinking about keeping it. I actually might keep this one. I really like it, and I always say...
Hey, what the fuck? The other one just walked past you.
I always say, summon cat good. So, yeah, cat might be good this time.
All right.
It's good.
Peace out, guys.